the mission of the owls. Come on, everybody.
You got all the tools? Okay. Get on. Are you going to be driving?
I don't have to drive, but I need to make sure we take the sticks out. I can't even whip it.
Okay, I got it. All right, get on.
First, we're going to go look at the nest, right? And we're going to see if we could see the baby owlets. Now, what the owl does, the owl has to go and find food, right? For the owlets. So, what kind of food do you think the owl gets for the babies?
Worms.
Worms, right?
But little snakes.
Snakes, right? And birds.
Birds.
Right. And when the owl gets the animal, it's called its prey. And it gets its prey, and sometimes it swallows the whole bird. But the owl's body can't digest it. So it takes the bones and the fur. Sometimes it's a rat. Or a mouse, right? And
yeah, that's a good thing about owls, because they take away your not favorite things like rats and mouses.
Right, and it keeps Nanny's house with no rats and no mice all around the property, right?
Right.
But sometimes the owl's body can't digest the hair and the bones, so it throws it up. And that's what we're going to go look for. It's called pellets. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. We're off. Looks like we're going to go that bumpy ride now. Come on, I think that's your pellet.
Bring your tools.
It's right there.
All right, put it down.
Where's that? Right there.
There it is. There's the pellet. It looks pretty gross, don't it? Whoa. And these are other ones. You see them?
Yeah.
And Rocco, look over here. Okay, don't touch them because you don't have your gloves on. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Do you see the hair?
Yeah.
See, there's hair, and do you see the bones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, you get your gloves on.
Okay, let's see what we need in here.
Some brushes and a hammer.
Okay, get the gloves out for Nanny.
Guy Smiley's here.
Oh, Guy Smiley's here. Guy Smiley here.
Yeah.
I'm out here with Rocco. Hey, Rocco, what are you doing out here?
They were one about the owls.
About the owls, right? And what are we gonna pick up? A specimen? Ooh!
Pelican.
It looks disgusting. Okay.
Yeah, Nanny's gonna do it.
Okay, Nanny's gonna do it. Okay, and these are pellets, right? Okay, let Nanny put her glove on. And we're gonna pick them up, and then we can go sit at the table, and we could try to figure out what the owl ate by looking through the pellet. And we could see if it ate maybe a bird or a rodent, right?
Or a snake.
Or a snake? Because the owl can't digest the bones.
Why?
Because they're too hard. Okay, so Nanny's gonna pick them up. Okay, now we never touch things like this without gloves. Okay, and this has hair. Put it in our specimen. We're gonna pick them up. This is actually a new one, and they're very hard. Okay, we sure got a lot of pellets. Look how many there are. All right, everyone, let's head on over to the table, and we could take it apart, and we could see what the owl had for dinner last night, right? And what he fed the babies.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. Look up in the nest. Do you see anything?
Yeah.
See if you could see maybe one of the babies.
I do. See one of the babies?
One of the babies. What's their names?
Owls. Hoo-hoo, ha-ha, and hee-hee.
Hoo-hoo, ha-ha, and hee-hee. When do they hunt?
At the nighttime.
Right, at the nighttime. All right. So here's all our specimens. Ooh. Okay. Let's see.
Let's open.
Okay. All right. You opened up your suitcase. Now, what do you think we're gonna need? We need
this.
Okay, we need that for the bones, and
And a hammer.
and a hammer. And we need your brush. You got a brush in there? There's one on the end here.
And we need a chisel.
Here's a good brush.
Yeah, chisel.
Hey, what's that on the guy Smiley's head? Well, we can use him, but what's under there? Alrighty. We need a magnifying glass. Okay. Now, don't touch the specimens. I want you to look at them. Look at them real close. What do you see? What can you see?
See some birds and some snakes.
Snakes. All right. So let's see. All right. Okay. Now, here's the first specimen. Now remember, you don't touch it because you don't have any gloves on, okay? Hi, Rocco.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
I'm warning. You tell us the news.
Oh, well, here we are at Nanny's Ranch here. It's called the Doll Rocco Ranch, and me and Rocco and Nanny, we're here looking at, it looks pretty gross to me, but, oh, excuse me. What are we looking at here, Rocco?
We're looking at, pellets.
Pellets, and where did you get these pellets from?
From owls.
From owls?
Yeah, yeah. You know when they eat stuff?
Yeah.
When they go poop and make soil.
Really? That's right. That's very good about worms. So that's pretty disgusting, but I'm glad you're teaching everyone about it. What are you doing, Rocco?
Brushing it?
You're brushing the hair off of the bones?
Yeah.
They're like fossils in a way. Kind of. But that's pretty interesting. What kind of owls are these, Rocco?
I don't know.
They're the great horned owl. We're going to see what the owl ate. Okay, let's look. Here's the specimen. Now, what does this look like, Rocco?
A specimen.
Yeah, but I know it's a specimen, but these are called, what are they called?
Pellets.
Right, pellets. And the owl throws these up because he can't digest them. And let's see what's inside. Let's see what's inside. What does this look like? This don't look like feathers. It looks like what, hair?
Yeah.
So what do you think has hair?
Birds?
Well, no, birds have feathers, but rodents, rats and mice have hair, and the owl can't digest it. So let's see what this is. This is a pretty big bone. Can you get your brush and just brush away? Don't touch it. Over here, we're going to brush this away. You see, this is a bone here. It may even be a skull. You think it's a skull? Maybe it's a skull to a bird. Oh, Rocco, look what this is. I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like we're looking for dinosaur bones.
You
Like fossils and stuff. Oh. You know what I think this is?
what?
I think this is a skull. I think this maybe came from a rodent, a rat.
I think it came from a snake.
I think, yeah, well, I don't know if snakes have skulls like that, but I think that's from a rodent. I think that's from a rodent. You see the teeth? What do you think about that? Would you like to eat that for breakfast?
No.
Ew. Let's see what other things we can find.
Yeah, let's find on you come back and find glass.
Okay, but don't get too close.
Not this kind. This kind we gotta do it. Right
We're
there.
going to do this one?
Yeah.
All right, this one is a little different now. Now this one, it has different color hair. And I think this one is from a rat. And here we have, this looks like where I guess the teeth would be or something. I don't know. But we'll put that in our specimens. Good job, Rocco. And you could see all throughout the specimen, what do we see? Little what?
Little bones.
Little bones. And
Now,
that,
what is that?
what is this?
That must be from a snake. I think.
Yeah? You really want to find guts to a snake. Well, we can see the color of the hair here, Rocco. What does that look like? What colors?
A black. Black and blue.
Black and brown?
Yeah.
Right. And what do you think that's the color of?
A rat.
A rat. Maybe mice. Do you think the baby owls like to eat mice?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about If we got a McDonald's, you think they'd like that?
No.
No, because they only eat rodents and little birds. See, and
Not big birds, because birds eat owls, right?
well, the only bird,
What?
there's only 2 birds that really bother the owls or go after them. And you know what that would be?
What?
That would be, Rocco, that would be the American bald eagle. And one of the biggest enemies to the owl is the golden eagle. And they fight the owls sometimes. But you know what kind of owls these are?
What?
These are called great horned owls. And they don't really have a horn. It's actually called a plumicorn. That's a silly name, right? Did you know that the mommy owl is bigger than the daddy owl? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, they're bigger. And they have to catch sometimes up to 12 mice a day to feed those 2 little babies up there. Let's see what else we got. We sure have a lot of hair. Let's see what else is in here.
I wonder what chicken must be. Now I'm doing that magnifying.
What do you see, Rock?
I see some. I think that one must be. That one's different because it doesn't have any hair.
Doesn't have any hair, so maybe it's from a bird. You think it's from a bird?
No. I think that's from a snake. 'Cause
From a snake? Well,
must be it's from the snake.
let's see.
See what
We're
it
gonna break it apart. Rocco, get your magnifying glass.
Hey,
Get your magnifying glass out.
why?
Look at that. You know what that looks like?
What?
That looks like some kind of scales or something. I wonder if you're right. I wonder if it's a snake or maybe a fish.
I think that's a snail. I think that's a snake.
Yeah, look at that. I could try to get really, really, really close. Wow.
Here's a bird. Here's a bird. Here's a bird. We can find some worms.
Found some
Here's
worms.
an owl.
Whoa.
Bird, I'm the bird. I'm the bird. I'm flying.
You're pretending you're the bird?
No, this is the bird.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop, I'm the little birdie who's looking for some worms. I'm looking for some worms.
You're looking for some worms?
Then what happens?
Uh-oh. And then the bird comes down and eats up the worm.
And
And then the owl comes and eats up the bird. Right? Yeah.
now it's taking off the feathers.
Taking off the feathers,
And
right?
now it's eating it.
And then it eats it. And then what does the owl do with the bones?
Throw it up.
Right. And they become
What?
this big mess of hair and bones.
Big torn owl.